I'm Pete Rankoli for Londonfuse, and I'm joined here by horror film legend Ed Neal of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Ed, how you doing today?
We're having way too much fun, but we made bail last night, so it's all good.
Okay. Londonfuse paid the bail money for Ed Neal.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate that.
Yeah. We're going to want that back, though. You play the hitchhiker, and when you're being picked up, when you're in the back of the car, you start slashing your hand with a razor.
It was 108 degrees that day, and we can't have the air conditioner on because the mic will pick it up. So it's like, so we're like, catch it. And we had to do take after take after take because you'll find this interesting. Okay. The guy that's doing the sound is lying behind me, flat on his back, with a Nagra recorder, doing the dials like this, with a blanket over him in the 108 degrees. So we had to keep doing it take after take because the blanket was moving and rustling on the microphone. And we were going, don't move the blanket anymore, man. It's hot in here. Yeah. And everybody, but we were all like weaving, it was so hot. Yeah. Or as we say in Texas, it was so hot that day.
How hot was it?
It was so hot, the birds were walking. You like head cheese? He makes it really good.
It's about rape and revenge, and the director filmed it in a very convincing way. I mean, you know, it was really, that's what made it so different and before its time. And it's a well-done movie, really. Yeah. And now they're doing a lot of them. I mean, Spit on Your Graves, and they did a remake. I really didn't want this movie to come out, but it did come out and it stayed out. And actually, I like it now, you know. But it got me the experience, and it was my first American film. And so it was good.
Jesse, how you doing today?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm well. And that is the...
I actually had a really bad night last night. I mean, I woke up like this. Burning Angel is the XXXX Suicide Girls. Mm-hmm. So it's just a bunch of like tattooed hot bitches that love fucking. We make a lot of like horror porns. Like we have The Walking Dead hardcore parody. I don't really think anybody needs to know the plot. Just, you know, just to see... Zombies and fucking. Yeah. And that's it.
For the Monsters of Schlock, the world's most extreme two-man circus sideshow comedy magic extravaganza. We promote our freak show, so we actually are freak show performers. Okay. That's why we're in the Guinness Book of World Records 6 times in that issue. Currently at 15 Guinness World Records that we hold. We have a selection of different oddities from around the world. Okay. Extra toed chickens. We have some pig uterus down there with a fetus inside of it. Some human hip bones with actual prosthetic hip implants there as well. Dodo skull, mystery paw. All the goodies.
Tony, Todd.
Candyman is a great character. I will forever be grateful to it. Not a day goes by, whether we're at a convention or in real life, somebody doesn't come up. My daughter summed it up the most. She was around 3 when it hit. We were shopping at Christmas and going to different stores, and people started following us. And they kept wanting to take pictures of her. She said, "That's not Candyman, that's my dad." And that, I'll never forget that moment because it put things in perspective. Yeah. My daughter graduates from Columbia grad school in 2 weeks, so I've turned down 3 jobs because I wouldn't miss that date for because it's one of my greatest accomplishments. She went to Wesleyan in Columbia. I'm so proud of her. I remember everything. I remember the bad films as well as the good films. As a matter of fact, I remember the bad films the most. Yeah. But Platoon was, I'm forever ingratiated to Oliver Stone. You know, I went to a great theater school, Trinity Rep Conservatory in Providence, Rhode Island, won a Tony Award, and I got my MFA, and moved to New York, got my equity card within 2 weeks. I've always done theater, and Oliver Stone and his people saw me do a one-man show called Johnny Got His Gun, written by Dalton Trumbull, and they invited me in to meet them and to audition, and next thing you know, that was on a Saturday. Monday I had the gig. I felt like an African-American Gene Kelly. It was raining in New York City on 5th Avenue. I'm clicking my heels like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, and, you know, call my aunt, who was my mentor, who saved my life, raised me. I had no idea we were poor until I was around 13, and she always told me to believe in yourself, listen to your heart. And I called her immediately, said, I got a film. She says, it's great, baby, where? I said, the Philippines. She hung up on me. She didn't want me to go that far, but we worked it out, and You know, wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. I'm currently working on one-man show right now called Ghost in the House, which is based on Jack Johnson, the first African-American boxer in circa 1910. A lot of people don't know, so I have to say. And he's 5 languages, a flamboyant man, nightclub owner, race car driver, linguist, bullfighter. We've done the show now 10 times. We're going to be doing it at UCLA Alumni Association in September, which is going to get us into all the colleges everywhere. So, and we're also close to getting a sponsor, which is going to help me bring it to areas like Ferguson, Baltimore, the endless places where people haven't seen culture or have been exposed to art or can't simply afford it, so that they can, young kids of all colors, can see that maybe there's an opportunity to be something that they didn't even know they could be. You never want to do the same road twice. You want to try to keep bettering yourself. You want to keep raising the stakes. You want to keep making it fresh. The day you get jaded, that's the day you walk away. And that hasn't happened yet, because I love what I do. I love my work.